Teacher writes insult on boy's homework. Has no idea who dad is. Parents always know when something is wrong with their child. This was the case when Camden Pylan's parents saw him when he came home from school one day. They immediately asked the second grader what had happened. At first, he ignored them, but eventually, he cracked. He pulled out his homework and showed them a note he had received from his teacher. Camden's father, Chris, read the note and could not believe what he saw. The note was harsh and seemed like a personal attack on Camden. Chris could not let this go. The response that Chris made quickly went viral. Camden wasn't hyperactive. He wasn't hooked on video games, TV shows, or sugary foods. In all respects, he was a regular boy. This is why it was such a surprise to Camden's family when they saw such harsh criticism on his homework. Then they discovered that there were many more comments, and they all came from one teacher. Once he read the note, Chris started to look into the situation. He quickly discovered the matter was much more serious than he had imagined before. The evidence he found was truly alarming. Camden attends the second grade at Valley View Elementary School. To all intents and purposes, Valley View is a normal school. Camden, however, was not a child that could be called an overachiever. While he may not have been the most outstanding student, his parents had never had a reason to suspect he wasn't doing well at school. No serious problems had caught their attention. However, it turned out that there had been more and more complaints since the start of the year. Camden may have been a regular boy, but he was a good student. Unlike most normal children, Camden didn't have a problem doing his homework. He was always quite happy to do his work and had no problems finishing assignments. Chris loves his children, and as such, he couldn't simply stand by and allow this to happen. It had begun to affect Camden, and he was starting to fail at school. He had to find out what was going on and what he could do to help. Camden was by no means stupid. However, Chris could tell that his son was having a hard time at school. Camden's grades started to fall, and Chris knew it was out of character for his son to do so poorly. When Camden showed his parents the note from Alyssa Rupp-Bowanek, his teacher, they knew that the problem lay with her. The note she had written on his work read, "Absolutely pathetic. He answered 13 in 3 minutes. Sad." Chris thought that this was unduly heavy-handed. Alyssa Bowanek had been teaching for some time already. She had written the note in question, but as it turned out, she had a reputation. She's known for being a very difficult teacher to please. Camden had ended up in her class, and it was clear they did not get along. No matter what Camden did, it inevitably brought her wrath down upon him. Every little mistake would be met with a harsh written warning. This relentlessly negative feedback had clearly started taking its toll on Camden's self-esteem. Parents don't like to hear anything bad about their children or that they're not doing well at school. No matter the case, it is important to take action as quickly as possible. How to deal with bad grades, however, has always been a hot debate. Some cases require children to get extra lessons. Other cases might require that extra time and attention gets paid to the child. The tough love method, however, very rarely works on such young children. Just like children, even adults don't respond well to negative reinforcement. Negative feedback is a reality, and we all need to deal with it at some point. But constructive criticism is always a more positive experience and a better way to give feedback.